こんにちは。タスカル危機管理研究所中杉と申します。本日はですね、サウジアラビアの現地パートナー、ETS デスティネーション様より、アブダラ様をお迎えし、サウジアラビアの治安状況、旅行時の注意点、医療体制、そして自然災害リスク等、様々お話をお伺いできればと思っております。アブダラ様にお話をお伺いする前に、まずはですね、日本国外務省の海外安全情報を参照して、サウジアラビアの治安情勢の方を確認させていただきたいと思います。こちらがですね、サウジアラビアの海外安全情報となりまして、感染症危険情報は出ていないのですが、危険情報の方が出ております。具体的には、イエメンとの国境付近がレベル3、渡航中止勧告、イラクとの国境地帯がレベル2、その他地域がですね、日本の、大使館でしたり領事館のある地域も含めてレベル1となっております。ここからはですね、当社のサウジアラビアの現地パートナーの方にお話をお伺いしまして、外務省の海外安全情報を付属する形で現地に出した情報というところをお伺いできればと思います。この後はですね、言語を英語に切り替えさせていただきますので、皆様字幕を参照しながらご覧いただければ幸いです。Okay, Mr. Abdullah, thank you for your time. I think we will start with your interview. So first, thank you so much. Could you first tell us which areas your company covers in Saudi Arabia? And also, if you could briefly introduce our audience about Saudi Arabia, that would be pretty helpful.
Sure. Yes, of course. So my name is Abdullah. I am from 88 Destinations. And our DMC, we are based in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. But we also have offices in Riyadh and in Al Ula, and during the peak season between October till February, we have also open seasonal offices in the north part of Saudi Arabia, of Tabuk city, and the south part of Saudi Arabia in Giza. So this is our setup. We cover all the regions in Saudi Arabia as a destination management company. So basically, as you can see here, I always like to start with the map. So the map will give us a great visual about Saudi Arabia. So basically, you will see that Saudi Arabia is a big area in the Middle East, and it's surrounded by a lot of countries around us. Basically very popular in the tourism industry, like in Egypt on the west coast, and in Jordan in the north coast. And then the GCC, the most popular destinations are Qatar and UAE, and in the south Oman. These are the popular tourist destinations surrounding Saudi Arabia. And the capital city Riyadh is in the middle, and then the second largest city of Jeddah. Now Riyadh has 7 million population, and Jeddah has 4.5 million population, and it's the second largest. The international airport is located in Riyadh, and there is an international airport located in Jeddah. And both airports are very well connected with international airports. So right now, the visa, especially for the Japanese clients, are done through online visa. You can just need to apply by uploading the passport, your picture, and the address of the first hotel, and the profession of the applicant. And then in the same day, the client or the guest will get approved visa online in the same day. It will be valid for 1 year, can be used for 90 days per stay. Best time to visit Saudi Arabia is from October till March. This is the time where the weather will be more pleasant. It's during the fall and the spring and of course the winter. So this is the best time to visit Saudi Arabia. The peak season is usually November and December and January. And at that time, Saudi Arabia will be actually very cold. The temperature can reach up down to 5 degrees. For example, today in Riyadh, it's about 16 degrees. So it can be also very windy and cold during the season. dress code, the recommended dress code is comfortable shoes because there is a lot of walking, a hat because of the sun, and for women, we highly recommend they bring scarf in case they are visiting a mosque. They can wear the scarf only inside the mosque. Outside, it's okay to dress casually and comfortable without any special restrictions. So going back to the itinerary, you'll see that there are different ideas. You will see the triangle, like this one, Riyadh, Al-Ula, and Jeddah, as we explain it. But also, you can add more by going in the green line and visiting the desert, as I showed you before in the previous 2 slides, and then combine this with Al-Ula and the holiest city of Medina and Jeddah. Now, this can be done in 8 days or 9 days. Of course, you need flights, so you need to fly from Riyadh to Tabuk, and then you just need to drive from Tabuk to all these other cities. Also, the yellow one, the red one, red line, this is no need for domestic flights. It will be longer, like 10 days to 12 days, and you can even experience more cities driving between city to city with the average drive time 3 to 4 hours. It's very important also to mention that the highways on the roads in Saudi Arabia that looks like in the below picture on the right side, it's quite new, paved and safe. All the roads there are safe and paved. Buses can drive, cars can drive. It's a very comfortable road. Safety measures and requirements in Saudi Arabia is quite high. This is because the pilgrimage and the visitors to Mecca comes about 15 to 90 million people visiting every year, and the regulations of having a high standard of road safety and insurance and license for bus drivers to drive buses are quite restrictive, and that's why, because of that, this road safety and the driving for city to city is quite safe compared to the other markets in our region. Very quickly, just to show you how the city looks like. So this is Riyadh. It's a very big city. Riyadh has also a very high traffic jam right now, unfortunately, but they are trying to solve that. Riyadh Metro opened last year. Bus and public transportation are also started last year, and they are building a lot of bridges and tunnels to solve the high traffic. And as you can see here from the picture, this is in the middle of Riyadh, where all the hotels are located in center. Riyadh is also a big entertainment city. It has a lot of restaurants and nice venues at night, and people can go on the sky bridge above and see the city at night or in the sunset.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs website, they state that in most areas, Saudi Arabia is on the level 1, which is we have to have like at least like minimal some sort of tension in the safety. But I would like to know if there are any petty crimes that are currently happening in Saudi Arabia, mostly those that target tourists. If there are any types of crimes, we will like you to let us know.
So regarding safety in Saudi Arabia, usually when we get some alerts in the other Ministry of Foreign Affairs websites, usually it's related to the regional conflicts in the area, not in Saudi Arabia, like surrounding us, especially that we are surrounded by unstable countries in the area, and sometimes for precautionary they mention that. Regarding Saudi Arabia itself, it's actually one of the safest countries in the world. The petty crimes, pickpocketing and these type of things, luckily that this is something not happening in Saudi Arabia. I checked before the presentation about our ranking in like the top 20 safest countries to visit, and I found Saudi Arabia is one of them. Most of the GCC countries, including UAE and Qatar as well, are part of that list. And of course, Saudi Arabia is easily one of these ranking. So this means you don't need to worry about having an expensive watch or a wallet in your pocket. Actually, sometimes we get cases where the clients leave their wallets in the restaurant, forget it, passports, especially elderly people coming, in Saudi Arabia, and they forget things. We just found it there at the same time, so it's quite safe, I would say.
Yes, also in our country's website, those areas that that is close to Yemen and Iraq, those have like high level of caution. So besides that, are there any areas or regions that we should take note of in terms of security or safety?
No. So exactly what they mentioned is the ones that they usually put the alert, especially in the south, that's near the borders of Yemen. Unfortunately, right now there's nothing going on between in Yemen, so it's stable. But for precautionary, they say try to stay away from the borders with the south, north because of Iraq as well. Now we are lucky in Saudi Arabia; it's quite big space. Most of the itineraries that I explained is actually in the heart of Saudi Arabia, like the capital city, Jeddah and Al-Ula, and that's quite safe. All the itineraries that we are doing is completely outside the zone that is under the alert regions. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So for the next question, are there any like political risk in Saudi Arabia, especially like in some countries we see that there have been like those gatherings or protests occurring quite often. So if there are any cases that you've like heard before, and we would like to know if it's a safe protest, it will be okay, but if it tends to be like an attack, it will be another risk for tourists. So could you share on that as well?
Well, we are also very lucky that since the foundation of this country in 1932, revolutions, we never had any revolution or civil unrest in Saudi Arabia. We are gonna celebrate this month in February something called Foundation Day, because we never have any Independence Day from anything or Revolution Day. It's just a simple Foundation Day. So this means no, we don't have that at all. We never had that since the inception of the country. Actually, strikes and revolutions and unrest are illegal in Saudi Arabia. So people are not allowed to perform that in the public streets, because this will provide unstable environment in our country. So we never had this, and if we go back to the Arab Spring in 2010, as they call it, there was nothing happened ever in Saudi Arabia or in the GCC, unlike our neighboring countries. So this is a good confidence and comfort for us that tourists, of course, will not experience that as well.
Also, are there any like signs of like crime by those gang-related or like international like criminal organizations in Saudi Arabia?
No, we also very lucky that we don't have these type of organized crimes or gangs in Saudi Arabia. It's quite safe to walk at night also. I did not mention that. For men or women, quite safe. Doesn't matter what time they are walking. So there's nothing to worry about that as well. We never had some incidents like this before.
Yes, I heard that in some like hot season, people tend to go out at night instead of the daytime. Is that true?
Yeah, so it's very important to mention that the system in Saudi Arabia is quite different. Actually, in our region, where we tend to do things in the morning till like 12 lunchtime, then everyone disappears. You don't see anyone in the streets because of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
And things start being busy again at 5 p.m. till midnight. And of course, in the summer, we'll find more people at night because of the temperature. But even now, with the cold weather, people are using the same system. It's like a morning shift and a night shift style, you know. Yeah, so I highly recommend everyone visiting that they can have more time at night to enjoy the country and the cities, especially for restaurants. If they try to eat a little bit later to see the people, to engage, because we tend to eat lunch late, dinner late, and that's the way it is here in Saudi Arabia.
Moving on to the next question. So Saudi Arabia, of course, also for Japanese people, I think a lot of people imagine it's a Muslim country. So I think there might be some troubles that that come from religious or like custom differences. So if you have any notes for Japanese customers on that topic, I would be so happy to hear.
Generally speaking, Saudis are very well traveled. We are a very well traveled country, so we have been to many places in general. I think Saudi Arabia has the largest outbound market in the Middle East. By saying that, this means that we understand the different perspectives from abroad. We like to keep our culture, we preserve it, but we also understand that people are coming from abroad to visit us. So this is something very appreciated, and hospitality is the key here. Everyone is welcoming, and they are very helpful. We are very helpful and welcoming. Sometimes people think we are expecting like tipping or something, and it's completely not true. It's just a part of our culture. It's just to help with nothing in return. Regarding customs and what they need to account for, to be honest, there is nothing specific as long as you know that you're going to a place that is conservative. So for them, for women, for example, you don't have to cover or bring things. You just need to wear conservative, like any other, I guess, Middle Eastern country. Alcohol, as I mentioned, it's something banned. They shouldn't bring alcohol. But other than this, culturally, we understand the different perspectives, so we can adapt to people who are using or doing things differently. Because we also have about 10 million non-Saudis living with us. So we understand that people are different, and we don't really impose anything that they need to do or consider. But I would only mention these two things when it comes to dress code, probably, and the alcohol, but anything else would be quite accepted, let's say.
Thank you so much. Okay, moving on to the next question. You just mentioned that for traveling in Saudi Arabia, I think the main transport will be car. Maybe your company or like other companies will hire a car. But besides that, are the public transportation quite comfortable, or are they still like cars dominated? Or I would like some comments on the means of transportations for tourists as well.
Cars are largely dominating the scene right now. Of course, with that, it means that we have taxis everywhere. We have Uber. We have these applications that they can book online, and they will come to their location in every city. Public transportation is not quite common as like in Asia, let's say, for example. So in Riyadh, we have Riyadh Metro is actually the largest metro in terms of size, coverage size. But this was opened last year. It starts from the airport. It will drop you to most of the places, but that's in Riyadh only. So you have the bus and the metro system in Riyadh, which they can use comfortably. Jeddah has bus as well, bus stations and stops, but this stops there. So We don't have any other public transportations in other locations. They should expect to use cars, whether they rent car or they hire a car. However, between the cities like Jeddah and Medina, we have bullet trains, quite new. All the trains and public transport is quite new here, so comfortable, new, and not busy. We have trains connecting Riyadh with other cities as well. So city to city, there's connectivity, but within the city, you need to think about adding a car.
Thank you. So, moving on to the medical situation, are there any common maybe disease or infectional disease that's quite spreading in Saudi Arabia now?
Right now, no, we don't have. We have seasonal flus that comes, I think, like any other place sometimes, the regular flu. But there's nothing special or like a virus or something outbreak after COVID, especially. We don't have this. Yeah.
Also, we would like to know about the medical support access. So for travelers, like tourists in Saudi Arabia, do they be using the public emergency services, or will you suggest to ask them to go to private hospitals instead?
So government hospitals accept emergency cases for free, and of course they will treat the patient as long as he admitted. If this is not an emergency, usually they supposed to go to the private hospitals. Now the visa comes mandatory with insurance, by the way, so they can use the insurance in being admitted to private clinics and hospitals for such cases. The good news is that these clinics and hospitals are available in all cities, so I don't think he will need more than 10 minutes drive to reach any medical facility within any place.
Oh, that would be your big relief first. How about the language barrier? Would there be at least maybe English-speaking staff assisting the customer?
Yes, we do, especially in hospitals. There will always be English-speaking staff there.
Thank you so much. Okay, moving on to another topic. I would like to talk about the natural disaster risks. Are there any common natural disasters that happen in Saudi Arabia?
To be honest, no. So far, we are lucky also. No earthquakes or volcanoes or hurricanes. I don't classify this as a nature disaster. It's not a disaster. It's just maybe something new for the visitors. We have sandstorms, so this blocks the visibility for a couple of hours. Luckily, it also has reduced because of the tree plantations, but this is something that they could see in the season. Sometimes it doesn't. It's not a disaster, but for people with allergic reactions, it's better that they don't go on this day. So, because of the sun, basically.
How about the heat? Because I think if we think of Saudi Arabia, we would think, oh, it's extremely hot there. So if there's any heat waves, so maybe it's not a natural disaster, but it might be another point that will be interesting.
So because we are known to be with high temperatures, so that was maybe before global warming since the beginning. So the country and the cities were established infrastructure-wise to adapt to that heat. So this means the indoor shopping malls, the indoor museums, the indoor recreational areas, everything is designed indoor and air conditions to be used in the summer. That's why we don't really go out during afternoon time. Now, if the client is coming in the summer, this is something that they would encounter. But if they are coming there in the season, actually the weather is quite pleasant and cold in some cities, But yeah, like from June, July, August, September, that could be a very high temperature place. with sunny days. So you need, of course, we don't recommend that you walk at that time in the afternoon because you'll get a sunburn, sun heat immediately. And the temperature is like 45 degrees.
But yes, always a high temperature. We cannot underestimate the risk. Okay, thank you so much. So I think that's all from my side. Fujiwara-san, would you like to add some questions?
Yes, hello, my name is Fujiwara. I have three questions.
Yes.
Then, our Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs estimate whole countries' safety levels. For example, United States or Western Europe are almost estimated as level 0. Actually, they estimate Saudi Arabia as level 1. So level 0, no danger. Level 1, be careful. Level 2, don't go. Don't go if not necessary. And level 3, level 4 means don't go. Level 4 means
Yes.
come back quickly. But how do you feel about the Japanese foreign affairs estimation? How do you feel this estimation as level 1? Is it you feel it is overestimate or appropriate? Please.
So I think this comes from something we understand. The Middle East, in our neighboring, we are surrounded by unstable destinations. Yemen in the south, Iraq in the north, Syria, Israel, Palestine, Iran. Everyone is around us. So we cannot guarantee or secure these places, and they are always like fighting against each other. So we never had any issue from them fighting against each other, meaning that we did not have, as a result of this, maybe, God forbid, rockets or something inside the country because of the fights between one country to another. However, because this is something also is out of our control and can happen in that area, so I can understand that you cannot compare a complete place with no regional conflict with 0 to a place with also nothing inside, but with regional conflict with 0. So the comparison between them cannot be equal. So I can understand that it can be 1, but I would say they should explain in details why it's 1. So because also if there's another country where you have to be careful, and if you see the list, maybe you can name a country. If you compare that country with Saudi Arabia, it's also not fair comparison, because that country could have something inside, but Saudi Arabia has nothing inside. It's just got affected by the neighboring countries. So when you do the ranking of 1, maybe it needs more explanation why it was ranked 1 and what happened as a result of that, so people can tell the difference between a country with 1 score and the other one with level 1 score, to understand the differences between them two. So I would not say it's 0. I would say, okay, maybe this is fair, but needs more details and explanation.
Thank you. I understand your opinion. So reasonable, rational. Thank you. And the next question is the foreign tourists to Saudi Arabia. How many foreign tourists from another country per year visit Saudi Arabia?
Okay, so we are also pilgrimage destination for people who are coming for pilgrimage. So that alone is about 19 million per year. But if I take this out and I just say, okay, maybe only for leisure and no religion and business, maybe together, I think the number could be, I don't want to give you wrong information, but I would make a range between 6 to 12 million without religious people. And on that number, business visits and tourism visit and other visits on under that number per year. But if you add it with the 19 million, that's quite large number of visitors per year. Yeah.
I understood. Thank you. So the next question is, I feel more difficult, and that the top 3 countries. I'd like to know about the top 3 countries sent to Saudi Arabia tourists, but most are pilgrims.
So if I take out pilgrimage outside and I think about people who are coming for business and leisure, I know one of the top is Italian market.
Italian.
Yes, Italian. I think we received about 270,000 people. So that's quite large for people issuing tourist visa and coming for tourism and business. So Italy is easily number 1 or one of the top 3. China for sure is there. I would say business and leisure together. Third one, it's very difficult for me to tell you now because I'm not sure. Maybe somewhere in Europe, but I'm not quite sure.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you so much, Mr. Abdul. If you have any messages to our audience, we will be happy to hear.
Well, you're most welcome to visit Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is quite safe to go. Quite pleasant, has something different to offer, quite diverse. It's a new addition. It's different than the other neighboring countries, and it's very easygoing than you think. You don't need to think a lot about coming. It's quite easy when you come. You will realize that from the first day. People are nice, welcoming, hospitality level is quite high, and we have received in the last 4 years clients from Japan, and I can tell you that they are quite satisfied and happy, and it's quite easy. We got used to their customs and the way they would like to travel. Same way here, so I'd highly recommend that you consider Saudi Arabia as your next destination.
Thank you so much, sir. As for private travel, Saudi Arabia, I think it allowed tourists to come since 2019, so I think it's still a new destination for Japanese audiences, but I believe that upon this video they had more understanding about Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Okay, I will then change our language to Japanese to end this video.
Sure.
Okay. 本日ですね、サウジアラビアの現地情報についてパートナーのアブドラ様にたくさん伺ってまいりました。当方ではですね、24時間365日営業している自社のコールセンターに加え、サウジアラビアのアブドラ様含めてですね、140カ国以上にわたるパートナーネットワークを持ってですね、海外渡航中の皆様のトラブル対応を行っております。皆様ですね、本日の内容がですね、サウジアラビアにおける安全安心な滞在の一助となっていれば大変幸いでございます。では以上にて本日の動画は終了させていただきます。ご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。